Hello everyone, it's the team from TV Day's Drama Digest, and today we're diving into one of the most gripping plot twists in Days of Our Lives, the mysteries surrounding the camera footage that Rafe Hernandez may be hiding. As viewers, we've all been captivated by the events surrounding EJ DiMera's shooting, and now the key to unlocking the truth may lie in Rafe's hands. But does he even realize the gravity of what he possesses? And could Jada accidentally stumble upon the one piece of evidence that could expose the shooter? The camera footage, a secret that could alter everything for weeks. Fans have speculated about the details of EJ's shooting. Who pulled the trigger? What really happened on that fateful night? As we know, Rafe secretly installed a camera in EJ's room before the incident, a decision that now seems far more significant than it initially appeared. On the day of the shooting, Rafe cleverly retrieved the footage before the police could even get their hands on it, effectively securing what could be the most vital piece of evidence in this entire mystery. But here's the twist. No one, not even Rafe's closest allies, know what the footage reveals. Could it capture the shooter in the act? Or perhaps, more ominously, could it only provide audio, leaving the visual aspect of the crime shrouded in mystery? Regardless, the implications of this footage are undeniable. Rafe is holding a powerful secret, one that could reveal the identity of the person responsible for EJ's shooting. At this point, the question looms large. Is Rafe hiding the footage to protect someone? His sister, Gabi Hernandez, is a prime candidate. Could Rafe be shielding her from the truth, perhaps even believing that she could be implicated in this crime? With Gabi's complex relationships with various characters in Salem, this development would certainly throw another wrench into the already tense dynamics. Jada's growing suspicion. Could she uncover the truth? Now, let's talk about Jada. The investigation into EJ's shooting has put a significant strain on many characters, especially for those with personal ties to the case. Jada, Rafe's ex-fiancée, has always been a character torn between duty and personal loyalty. And, like many in Salem, she's beginning to suspect that Rafe is not being entirely forthcoming with her, or anyone, for that matter. Jada's growing suspicion about Rafe's behavior is likely to lead her on a path of investigation. Could it be that she stumbles upon the very footage that Rafe has so carefully hidden? While Jada is no longer in a romantic relationship with Rafe, she still has a strong sense of justice, and her intuition will undoubtedly push her to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. As Jada digs deeper, the big question remains: does she realize the significance of the footage that Rafe is hiding? What if she accidentally uncovers this explosive secret, and what will she do once she knows the truth? Will she confront Rafe, or will she decide to keep this powerful information to herself, knowing how much it could shake Salem to its core? If Jada confronts Rafe about the footage, there are a few dramatic paths this could take, and each would send shockwaves through Salem. 1. Rafe denies knowing anything, but Jada presses on Rafe could initially deny any knowledge of the footage, trying to deflect suspicion and protect both himself and Gabi, if she's indeed involved. Jada, knowing Rafe as well as she does, might not buy his evasive answers and would push harder, demanding that he admit the truth. This could lead to a tense, emotional confrontation where Rafe, cornered, may be forced to either come clean or double down on his deception. If he comes clean, it would set the stage for an explosive chain of events. Impact: Jada would likely feel betrayed not only by Rafe's actions, but by the fact that he kept such crucial information from her. She could lose trust in him, and their already strained relationship could completely fracture. Rafe's position as a protector would also be severely damaged, and he may end up being forced into a corner where he has to make hard choices to protect the people he cares about. 2. Rafe confesses, but tries to justify his actions. Another possibility is that Rafe admits he has the footage, but he tries to justify why he kept it hidden. Maybe he was protecting someone, Gabi, for example, or he feared that the footage could be misinterpreted and cause more harm than good. In his eyes, his intentions might have been noble, but he could end up sounding defensive and self-serving in the process. Impact: Jada might be torn. She would understand Rafe's desire to protect those he cares about, but the deception and lack of transparency would still weigh heavily on her. If she doesn't buy his reasoning, she might feel compelled to turn the footage over to the authorities. This would create an even bigger divide between them, especially if she feels betrayed by his lack of trust in her. 3. Jada threatens to expose the footage, forcing Rafe's hand. If Jada confronts Rafe with the footage and threatens to expose it, Rafe might panic and try to find a way to stop her. This could lead to a desperate attempt on Rafe's part to control the situation, maybe even going so far as to beg her not to turn it over to the police, emphasizing how damaging it could be. In this scenario, Jada would be in a position of power and Rafe would have to make a choice. He could either continue trying to cover up the truth or risk everything by letting the footage see the light of day. Impact: This could escalate the tension between Rafe and Jada, especially if she feels as though Rafe is attempting to manipulate her. Jada, who has always had a strong sense of justice, may end up being the one to take the footage to the authorities herself, regardless of Rafe's pleas. This would not only sever their relationship, but also make Jada a significant player in the investigation, possibly even drawing her into the crosshairs of dangerous individuals. 4. A deal or bargain with dire consequences. Finally, Rafe might offer Jada a deal to keep the footage hidden, appealing to her sense of loyalty and trust. Perhaps he promises her something in return, like making sure she gets a promotion or a better position at the police department. However, knowing Salem, this could backfire. Jada may agree temporarily, but it would haunt her, creating internal turmoil. She could struggle with the weight of keeping such a huge secret and might even come to regret making any deal with Rafe, realizing that her integrity is at risk. Impact: If Jada agrees to the deal, it would cause major internal conflict. Her eventual breaking point would likely come when the pressure becomes too much. She could eventually reveal everything at the worst possible time, causing irreparable damage to both her and Rafe's careers and relationships. This could ultimately lead to a scandal that rocks Salem and exposes the people involved. Conclusion: No matter how the confrontation plays out, the aftermath would be tumultuous. Jada and Rafe's relationship would likely be damaged beyond repair. The ripple effects could involve other characters like Gabi, Ava, or even EJ, who would be directly impacted by what Jada chooses to do with the footage. The secrets, lies, and betrayals would continue to build the tension, ultimately leading to the inevitable revelation of the truth and the consequences that come with it. The stakes are higher than ever. The stakes are high in this ongoing mystery. Rafe is holding something incredibly important, and the camera footage could very well be the key to unlocking the truth behind EJ's shooting. But as always in Salem, secrets and lies are never far behind. With Jada possibly on the verge of uncovering the truth, it seems that the tension between the characters is only going to grow. How will Rafe handle the mounting pressure, and will Jada's discovery change the entire course of this case? As viewers, we're on the edge of our seats, eagerly waiting to see how this story unfolds. Will Rafe's secret stay hidden for much longer, or will Jada inadvertently expose everything? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this mystery is far from over. So, as we eagerly await the next chapter in this tangled web of lies, betrayal, and suspense, we can only wonder, who will hold the power when the truth finally comes to light? Will it be Rafe, keeping his secret close to his chest? Or will Jada be the one to unravel the web and reveal the killer's identity to the world? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.